no limits to what we can do. God gave us the ability to go above and beyond. And the only person who is holding us back is ourselves. And so this is where I get my inspiration from. My parents. They never let anything stop them. And when we were children coming up, they were so encouraging. My father used to encourage us so much because and we didn't have an excuse. He would tell us, you have eyes. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. And so he was very strict on us. I had a very strict upbringing. I'm not going to say it was all hunky-dory, no, because he had to have more strength because he didn't see. So what he instilled in us was the respect that even though he couldn't see and we knew he couldn't see, we would not cross him. But this is where I get all of my ambition from. It's from my father. Again, we lived very good. He took very good care of us. He taught us money management. He also would tell us again, you have eyes. You have every sense that you have. Don't let anything stop you. And he would also teach us that in America, we lived in a capitalist country where nothing could stop you. I mean, these are lessons from my father that I took with me. You know, life's situations can sometimes turn our ambition up or bring it down, right? There's things in life, it could be a catastrophic loss. It could be a divorce. It could be a career that has bogged you down. It could be a boss that is on your last nerve. It could be your children who have grown up and their ambition is left and you're sick of telling him, go clean your room. It could be all of these things. But if we go back to our life and say, man, when I was a kid, you know, none of this stuff wouldn't even bother me. When I was a child, I could care less who liked me or who didn't like me. I just wanted to do what I wanted to do, and I wanted to do it well. With children, they don't see fear. They don't see the word no as an answer. They're the best sales reps. They ask questions because they want to know. And sometimes in leadership, we're afraid to ask questions because we think that people will look down on us because we're asking a question. For one, there's no stupid question. If you need an answer, you have to ask. Kids are not afraid to ask. They don't see the concept as this is a stupid question. All they see is they want to know and they need an answer. And the only place they can get the answer is from their parents. What is this? In leadership, in entrepreneurship, everyone is not going to have the courage to throw that line out there. Everyone's not. But the ones that do, when you cast that line and you catch that fish, all of a sudden, everyone in the park is screaming and clapping for you. What is that saying about entrepreneurship and leadership? Don't be afraid to cast the line. Don't be afraid. If you see everyone else and they look bigger than you or you think they're smarter than you, no one is smarter than anyone. God gave us all the ability to think. God gave us all the ability to read and research. And God gave us the ability to comprehend and take in. Our minds is bigger than our stomach. We eat more with our brains and our minds than we can consume with our stomachs. So we use this concept as it's easy to not do anything and be poor and in poverty and then have a handout and be a victim. Or it's also easy to pick up the phone and to not be a victim and to make your own legacy. That's what we teach. Well, there's times, you're right, we have to celebrate ourselves. And this is what I was taught. And when you do that and when you celebrate yourself, you give yourself that boost of energy to do something else again, to try again, to do something else. And if you completed that task, well, who knows what you can do? You can take on the world, right? Rekindle that fire and go out and do something fun, do something that you never thought that you would do, whether it's writing a book or opening a small business or a side business, or I'm not going to say jump out of a plane, but damn it, if you want to bungee jump and jump out of a plane, go do it. Kids have no limits, but we only get one shot. I say, let's take it to the limit. This to me is toddler ambition, the ambition to keep going, the ambition to think futuristically, the ambition to never give up, the ambition to always want to know, the ambition to always want to learn and try new things. Us as adults, as we grow, that ambition starts to diminish. And if we can just pick that up, think about that little person that we used to be. Think about something that we did as a child that we didn't think we could do, and we did it. Take that back, bring it in, and let that shine through you. That is toddler ambition. You can do it, you know? And so for the same for our employees or anybody around us, for our friends, our spouses, our children, pump them up, and also pump up yourself, because you've come this far. There's no telling how far you can go.